It's compelling, it's cutthroat, it's chaotic, it's clever, it's controversy and chaos, baby.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 82 of Controversy and Chaos. I know the episode today. Okay. So, Sierra sends me this video because she's fucking messy. She sends me this video of Kevin McCall. I guess he's on a podcast.
Back on Fig.
Yeah, so he's on a podcast and he was saying like people who can't sing, right? And I have to say, a lot of people he named on the list, I highly agree. Yeah. They just be yelling. And I'd be like, what do y'all be hearing? Because it's not singing. And then I went down a rabbit hole on TikTok because, you know, on TikTok, they stay on Jennifer Lopez's neck. Stay on her neck. Like anytime she attempts to utter a note, TikTok is on that ass. And just like, how do we keep getting tortured by Jennifer Lopez and her non-singing? Like, it's so bad. So I stumbled across this video of a singing coach. And she was just like, you don't like the way Jennifer Lopez sings because of like the tone and texture of her voice. So she starts going down a list of people that still have the same like octave, that have the same octave range, that you would never put them in the same category. So like one example was,
like, give me some examples.
Like Britney Spears has a 3 octave vocal range. And then I think she said Whitney Houston also has a 3 octave vocal range. Mariah Carey has a 5 octave vocal range. Mm-hmm. So she was like, but you would never say, like, if Britney Spears and Whitney Houston sung the same song, you're going to like Whitney's version better, even though their like range vocally is the same. And she was like, that all boils down to tone and texture in someone's voice. Mm-hmm. You like Whitney's tone better. It sonically to your ears sounds better because her tone is different. Good. And that is a part of the way it feels is the texture. So she was just like, certain people, when they write songs, they're able to tap in and put certain emotions in the song that make you feel like they really sound good because you just hear the tone and the texture. But like to trained ears, they were like, that person could not sing. Jennifer Lopez is an example. She can't fucking sing. But also, like, it's just off-putting. Like when you think about it, just like, I don't know if it's like you're not tone deaf, but it just, your voice does not sound good to my ears. I don't like it.
No,
I don't like your tone.
All. But back to the whole Britney Spears thing, because I feel like people like Britney Spears don't normally sing in their like normal soulful voice.
Yes, and that was a thing that she gave an example of. She was just like the way that Britney, especially when she first came out, her natural speaking voice versus how she was produced to sing is 2 totally separate things. You can't hear it versus a person like Christina Aguilera. She actually has great tone and she's one of the few singers that actually can change the texture of her voice.
Right.
So it's like you love her singing way more because of just tone and texture.
Okay, so how would we classify, y'all don't shoot me, but how would we classify the late great Michael Jackson? Because when I listen to some of Michael Jackson's songs, right, a lot of times I can't get past the theatrics, the he, the whoo, ha, whoo. Like I don't want to hear all that. That's not the hooting and hollering that I be talking about. I want to hear. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it just annoys my eardrums. But I love like Human Nature or The Girl Is Mine or
the he hoo ha is still killing me.
What he sound like to you? Why I got his wig on? But you know what I'm saying?
You're on a roll today. Okay. I see what kind of day we have it today. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, so what texture he got? Because I feel like we've heard a million times that he don't tap in to his real deep voice, his soulful voice, all that. And I'm like, when I do hear it, I be like, hold on, who that? You know,
but I think you do hear it. We just don't notice we hear it because like Michael Jackson's background vocals are insane.
Right.
And I think that's where he puts it. I think that's where his real voice lies, is in the backgrounds, which is why everything sonically just sounds so good together. Like, I think Michael Jackson, he's great. I really think that he can like really, really sing. And I just think that the way the background vocals are done, that's his voice.
Okay, maybe. I just think I understand the whole stacking vocals thing and layering songs and using your voice as an instrument. But me, as someone who loves ad libs and I love to sing ad libs, I'm not singing he. And
you don't want a mama say mama sa mama kusa? You don't want to do that?
That's different. It's like the Missy Elliott, you know, flipping flying hand, whatever. So when he be making those voices, like I'm not even gonna do it right now because like we're gonna have to just turn the podcast off. If I start singing like how he sounds in my head, like think about what song does he do it the most? Like, for example, songs like "They Don't Really Care About Us." I cannot listen to that song.
Why?
Because I don't want to hear that. I'm not gonna do the voice. I'm not doing it. But I don't want to hear that. Sing the goddamn song, bro, and do normal ad libs that the rest of us want to do. When you sing a Michael Jackson, do you be in the background talking about he? Like the way you make me feel, and he be the come on girl, and then he be doing all the voices. You be doing that? Ooh. Don't do that around me, bitch. Dude.
I do. I love a Michael Jackson.
I can't do the he.
I
can't do it.
Like I love a Michael Jackson ad lib. I love when he be yelling. That shit is so good. I cannot help it. And yes, I need all layers of it. I need the ad libs, although albeit ridiculous, it's necessary. Because what other ad lib would you put?
But I also feel like I'm a deep kind of raspy-ish voice girl. I can't make them noises. It hurts my throat when I'm singing in the shower or in the car and those parts come on. I just get so irritated because I'm like, I don't know. I can't.
I'm sorry that you can't hee ha with the rest of us and Michael Jackson.
I don't even want to put on Human Nature and the ballads and the things like that because all the I don't want. I don't. That's not my.
Yeah, I'm doing that. If You Rock My World comes on, every single word, ad lib or not, I am singing it at the top of my lungs. I don't care. Yeah, I gotta have it. Especially Remember the Time, bitch. It's over.
I feel like that's the only song of his that is acceptable.
It's over because do you remember? God, I got to yell at the top of my lungs. I have to have
every. I can do that Hootin' and Hollarin. Also with the dance choreography in the video, that I can get behind that type of Hootin' and Hollarin. Okay, because
yes, I need the Hootin' and Holler.
Do you remember, girl, on the floor, you and me. Till dawn, till 3. What about us? Yeah, ho, I know you remember this dig.
See, and that's how you know when they be like, "No, Michael Jackson was a nigga."
Exactly, because do you remember? You remember?
Like Michael was him, and the whole like just soft voice. It just kind of got wrapped up in it. It was just like I feel like the mystique. I used to wonder like, what is Madonna doing with Michael Jackson? Not that he's like not the biggest star in the fucking world, but it was just like I wouldn't think. But then when you listen to them lyrics, you're like, I know, sister.
Even with that, right? We are women who like very masculine men, right? And yeah. I don't think in real life I could fathom being with a Michael Jackson, right? Or Prince or Dennis Rodman. However, when the hoes be talking about them, and how they get down, it's like I can get it, but like
you don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't like certain things. Nah, like I don't need my man running around with his ass cheeks out. I can't do it.
Little booty cheeks.
I can't. I don't know. Yeah, it just don't sit right with me. I don't know how they. Yeah, I don't know, but
they be tearing these hoes up. Well, they were.
Rest in peace. But the lore of them is real. I'm like, okay, I see why they was mad he hugged Princess Diana, because they knew Diana was gonna go.
Like, even think about like Rick James. Like, I know his cokehead ass was tearing these hoes up. I love Rick James.
Problematic. We love it.
Little Richard. Like, these are niggas that I would never even let talk to me in real life. Like, you know what I mean?
But also, like, the time was different. Like, men used to get perms. Men used to, like, it was different. Jerry curls. Like, I couldn't imagine a nigga dripping Jerry curl juice on me. But that was the shit.
You're not getting on top of me with no Jerry curl juice. You're not getting on top.
Don't even drip a drop of sweat on me. Don't do that. Jerry curl juice? Could you imagine just a little right on your?
Oh
Yuck.
no, absolutely not.
Yuck.
No.
Could you imagine that nigga having to carry around a bag with activators so he could spray his hair? Could you imagine this day and age in 2025?
No. The only old school like classic man hairstyle that I could get with is like the black man finger wave. Like when they used to have the little comb and they used to do the little.
Yeah, but on like Billy D waves, but only old men. Like you can't be young with that.
Yes, you can. I saw this one man on TikTok and he's like a rapper dude and he has like the little like I don't know. He go to old school beautician, right? This old school beautician, and he get a perm, and then they rod it, and then they curl it, and then he slicks it down, and he gotta like wrap it and put the fishnet on and shape it with the thing. I was very intrigued, and I actually was like, "Oh, I'm into that."
Okay, Jadena, hell no, keep that classic man shit over there. I don't want it.
I'm just saying, if it was that or Jerry Curl, I take no, that wasn't Frankie Lyman. I take that little swoop de doop over Jerry Curl. I don't want no dripping nigga. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
The only thing wet around here. Never mind.
The only Billy D slick back hair that is only good for old men. If I seen a young man today with that on, I'm disgusted. Like at this point, be bald or get your haircut. That's it.
Yeah, I don't really like the whole men hair thing. Like also
I don't like it.
The man bun. I don't care if it's in locks. I don't care if it's yo hair. I don't care if you biracial. I don't care if you white. I hate a man bun. I don't like that shit. You know, I don't really like the whole men hair thing. It's not my thing. Like only even with locks, I feel like I would need your locks to be done all the time. I don't want to see no new growth.
Yeah, I don't want no niggas with hair.
And I want it styled. I mean, I don't want no niggas with hair either, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to do it, like, I don't know. I like a clean cut type of nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Be bald or get a haircut. That is the only options. It's nothing else. I can't.
Fade that shit up. Because also, when I'm, like, walking past you in the house, I love, like, when I'm in the house and Matt's sitting on the back of the couch and I just think about smacking the shit out of his neck. Like, give me that neck. That shit looks shiny. So let me got you, like, you know.
Sometimes like my intrusive thoughts be about the win, especially when Colin is playing like a game and he got his headphones on.
Like, I really be thinking that.
What if I smack them too hard and then they fuck up and miss? Now it's my fault. No,
not even that. It's like, what if I'm like about to smack you, like, oh, got your neck, but you're not in the mood to play. Now you want to fight? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I be thinking it every time.
Yeah.
Be thinking it often. I'm like,
and you know, Matt got that head you just palm like that. Round ass head. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just speaking of round heads, I don't know how this happened, but my child, she knows that she has a big head, right? So she said, me and Matt said that, she goes, yeah, mommy, my head big, like yours.
Baller lips.
She said, like yours. I said, huh? I said, and what's in that head? She goes, hair. I said, no, hair is on top. She goes, yeah, long hair. I said, on top of that hair, you got long hair. I said, but what's in that big head? She goes, she's looking at me. I said, a big brain. She goes, oh. I said, yeah. Because I'm not going to say your head not big. My child head is big. My head is big. The daddy head is big. We some big head motherfuckers in here. So, like, I ain't going to lie.
Oh my God, kids will find a way to talk about themselves but humble you at the same time.
Yeah, talking about, my head big like you. Like,
okay, I have to be like, all right, well.
And you know, she loved to humble me. I got out the shower this morning and my big roly-poly ass couldn't reach my legs. She said, mommy, I'm going to help you. She sure did. Oil my legs up with the body butter. I said, oh, thank you, babe.
Listen, we need free work. Get that good child labor in. Help your mama put some lotion on.
Yep.
You could be ashy.
Ash is
okay.
What I'm not.
So I know you have a random question for me.
Okay. Are you in a silly little mood or do you want something a little bit deeper? Let me look at my list.
Well, you the one in a silly ass mood, so I'm curious which one you gonna pick.
I'm asking you.
I'll take whatever you give me.
Okay. Okay, we could do something chill. Okay. What was your last ringtone?
My last ringtone is whatever Apple defaulted it to.
No, I meant ringtone. Like when we had ringtones, what was it? For example, the last ringtone that I had programmed to my phone for general calls was Body Party, the future version. See,
Wait.
What?
Let me see. Actually, you would have had to purchase ringtones, right? At some point in time, if you had an iPhone.
No, because you know how to illegally save it as you could save
But
it as
I
an
feel like it would be saved in my ringtones somewhere. Because
Oh,
I be
maybe.
finding when I be signing in this shit, sometimes I be
Mhm.
like, why do I have this old ass song? Like, where would I have gotten this from this at this point in time? It's probably
Yeah,
because at one point I bought it on Apple Music a long time ago and now I'm signed in and it just put it there. So I'm gonna check.
So yeah, my general ringtone was Body Party, Future and Sierra. That whole, you know, after that, that's when I was like, okay, phone, just I don't need any more ringtones. And I think Apple also started making it more complicated to do it. But you know, I used to like jailbreak phones and stuff like that and
Yes, everybody
finesse.
had a jailbroken phone.
Yeah, now we can't really do that as much. But before that, L Varner refill, that used to
Ugh, I
that used to
fucking
wake me
hate
up.
that stupid ass song.
That used to wake me up every morning.
Yuck.
And yo, I know Eb and Quita used to hate it because it was like my alarm in the mornings, and all you hear is like, do 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 do.
Really disturbed.
I love that song, the screeching and all. I remember when her ass came for Morgan's homecoming,
I'm
and
disturbed.
I don't know whatever really happened to her, but that was a good song. She had a good 2 Pete.
I didn't need the first one. That shit was so bad. I hated that fucking song and everybody loved it. I was like, are we listening to the same song? No, that's disgusting. Turn that shit off. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. But in that era, I had a lot of like, because I would also save ringtones for specific people. Like it's like code things. Like, you know how people had code names? I had code ringtones. Like
I
I was
remember my
very much
ringtone
so
on
that
my
era.
mom's phone.
What? What was it?
I don't remember the last one I had on my phone, but I remember the ringtone that I set for myself on my mom's phone. And it was Lady Gaga and Beyonce telephone.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah. And like at that time, I was obsessed with Lady Gaga. Like,
yeah,
obsessed.
But I mean, who wasn't?
This was like the height of the meat dress.
Yeah,
everything. Like I had
everything.
to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the last like most notable one. And then I think I had a Maroon 5 one at some point because you know had to be different.
Yeah, a little Paramore in your life, you know, Boys Like Girls, We the Kings.
Yeah, like I had a couple go-go songs that definitely you had to jailbreak your phone to put that shit on your phone. Cause
download the YouTube snippet, save it.
Yes, we knew how to do so much with technology on a damn phone. But yeah, those are like the most like notable ones I remember having for sure. I mean, I've had a multitude.
Yeah, I was a ringtone girly, especially like when I used to love to customize my phone. Like even when I had the Sidekick and you can make it like light up and do this and do that.
Yeah.
Just like MySpace. Love it.
Yeah, I had all that kind of stuff too. iPhones, like when you could change like your font or you could change like the icons could be different. Phone on the fritz.
Have like the an inverted filter or whatever.
Yes,
or something.
Yes, phone just be going through it. Shit just cut off. It be doing all kinds of shit because we done jailbroke these fucking phones. And now today, I don't even think you can do that.
I don't think you can either.
I don't think you can.
Have viruses on those phones.
The phone was fucked up. Phone was fucked up all the time. But that's when you had to pay for your phone, like pay the phone off. It wasn't no leasing the phone and none of that. So like we kept the phones. We never sent it back. Now Apple people like, no, bitch, we gotta have this product back. You cannot just be doing whatever the fuck you want. Give us our shit back.
Well, technically you can, but it's like, okay, do I keep this or do I send it back and get money off this next phone that I'm gonna get every 2-3 years or whatever it is? Like
exactly. That's why I just like, here, take this fucking phone back. I don't need it. I don't have like trick. Especially because now you can transfer all the data from one phone to the next. You don't need to keep it anymore.
Yeah.
Versus like back in the day, no, you needed that phone because once the shit that was on there, it's on there. You have to take that SIM card now and plug it into a new phone. No, you needed that data.
Sure did.
You needed that information.
I got a couple SIM cards I found in the tuck.
I don't know what happened to all my old devices. I think they just kind of like disintegrated. I don't know what happened to them.
I have a few. I found this one Galaxy. It was the last Galaxy I had before I got an iPhone, I think. And I put that SIM card into my little swoopty-doopty thing to go into my laptop. I said, yeah, delete all this shit. Delete it all. This is too much evidence for me.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
No. Yeah, I don't want to see any of that. So it's fine that they no longer exist. I probably gave them back to like Sprint or whatever back when they existed. I don't need to
Damn,
keep
Sprint
that
is not even a thing anymore. That's crazy.
thing anymore. Neither is Nextel. Went from Nextel to Sprint, now to T-Mobile.
It's the thing. People used to rag on T-Mobile like, "Oh, you got T-Mobile." To think a big dog came through and said, "Yeah, I'm buying all you niggas up."
No, because everybody wanted to have like AT&T or Verizon for whatever reason. They were the most expensive all the time. I don't know how people was paying was paying them bills. They were so expensive.
I don't know what happened, but we had T-Mobile for a time because that's how I was able to have like the sidekicks and all the things. And then out of nowhere, we switched to AT&T. But I think that's when AT&T did some type of other merge with some other company, and then they started getting like good phones too. And then my Jamaican ass father, he gonna find a deal and become friends with whoever work at the store. So now we got a hookup. So my parents still have AT&T to this day, and I would too if my husband didn't take me off their bill and make our own bill. Now I got Verizon.
Yeah, no, I've been through all the variations of Nextel to Sprint to I just always been there. Definitely my first phone was a Nextel, and then
my chirp. It was a black flip phone, and when it rang, the front it was like a little bar on the front. You know what I'm talking about? It was like this big, and it used to light up like rainbow colors when the phone would ring.
I remember those phones. I remember the day I picked out my phone. I was at Laurel Mall. I remember that day. I remember getting my phone because I got it for Christmas, but I didn't know it was for me, so I went and picked it out. My dad took me to the mall to go do that, and voila. And then it was like I needed everybody's number who had a Nextel, because now it's so crazy that we do the same shit now. Like FaceTime, we just be in conversations broad daylight. Especially if you don't have no headphones. Now my whole conversation's on speaker. Do I give two shits? No, because I don't know these people. And then Nextel's chirping broad daylight. There was no headphones. Whoever is sending you a message, everybody heard it, and it's loud. Literally. It's loud as fuck.
Like, sometimes you be a little scared, like, oh my God, what they about to say?
Like, what they about to say? Like, I'm with my mom. Don't say anything crazy.
Like, I'll never forget one time. This is so bad. One time I was in church, and I thought like my phone was like on silent or whatever the case may be, because back then I was young, and it's like the phone was supposed to be like, yes, it's your phone, but this is supposed to be for communication. Don't do too much, right? I'll never forget one time we was like in church or Bible study or something like that, and out of nowhere you hear, "You funky bitch." Somebody's like 5th or 6th grade. Somebody is chirping me, and I'm sitting there like, I don't know who phone that is. I'm look to this day, I don't know if they even knew that was me. I was just like, but it was a kid voice. So there was other kids and teenagers in there. Everybody's like, whose phone is that? I'm like, yeah, whose phone is that?
Knowing it's you the whole fucking time. What is wrong with you?
I'll never forget
Trying to get them people jammed up, and it's you. Just terrible. Just
terrible. I'm telling on myself, so I get my phone taken away.
Well, now you have to give me another one. That one was like too easy.
Okay, well, here's a deeper one. Okay, so we both believe in hypnosis. We've talked about this before. Okay. If you were to choose to be hypnotized one day, which I am interested in doing, I'm just not ready. When I am ready and I do it, I think that I would want to know more about the past than the future. So I wanted to know, like, what would you want to know more so about, the past or the future? Like, what would you be?
I feel like I would want to know more about the past, just because I know how my brain works. If you tell me something like in the future, I feel like I would actively be trying to like...
That's a raven it.
Yeah, like get to it. Like, okay, if you could tell me you're going to be whatever in 5 years. Okay, well now my brain is in overdrive. Like, well, how the fuck am I going to get that done? Because they said 5 years. Now I'm stressed the fuck out, because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make something happen. I mentally be racing against time way too much. So I don't think that it would be beneficial for me to know future things. It's just kind of let it go. Unless it's going to be like, you can tell me like, oh, when you get old, like you're not going to suffer from X, Y, and Z certain things. Okay.
Right.
Not that it would make me be like, oh, I'm going to stop going to the doctor because someone under put me under hypnosis, or they told me about my future and were like, you're not going to get cancer, I would still go to the doctor just to be safe. But like, you can't tell me like things that I feel like are very attainable, or like I have to take necessary actions to do it and accomplish it, because then I'll be spinning myself in circles trying to figure out, okay, what's going to be the one thing that makes that happen. So I would rather know about past stuff, past people. I would rather deal with that than
I feel like
anything like let it be unknown.
I feel like I would want to know more about past stuff, but I think it would uncover things not necessarily about myself, but like the ancestors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And also kind of like uncover like maybe even family things that you might not be ready to know, but it's like you need to know because this is how you are going to operate in this way and break generational curses and all these things. That's what I'd be thinking about. Like I really be thinking like, what was my grandmother really like when she was like 16? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things we will never know.
Yeah, like people, you hear a lot of stories about like my mother, like she was very close with her grandmother. So that'd be my great grandmother. Like, so you hear so much about a person and like her grandfather, everything. You hear so much about them, personality, and then like traits in which some of us have is like you get that from X, Y, and Z person.
Right.
So I would like to actually, because it's like, I don't know if I wanted to go back and meet like great from 100 years ago, but like things that are like very direct people. It's like, damn, I really wish I met this person because I hear so much about them. I kind of
experience them in a different way. Like, okay, for example, like,
or just like experience them in general. Cause like I never met them.
Yeah. So not to be spilling too much of my family tea, but I always be thinking about like, okay, so my mom's mom, she suffers with like mental health issues and she's had like troubled youth, drug addiction, all these different things. And it's like, I remember when I was a kid when she was like stable, but like I only remember her a certain way. So it's like lately I've just been thinking more so about like, I wish I could like be hypnotized and like go back to see who she was from like, or her life events from like age 0 to 16, like before she had my mom. Like who are you? Like what was going on here? Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just a weird thing, but I be thinking about that.
So I don't know what that's technically called. I don't know if that's like, is that the same thing as like being hypnotized?
Well, I saw a video how like you can be hypnotized and like go back to certain things or be shown certain things depending on like what's in the forefront of your mind and what you're interested in. Like this one girl, she's a content creator, Jayla Majette. I think I told you about this years ago. She did hypnosis to track her reincarnation story.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I was about to say like, but that was like a past life regression.
Right.
So I'm just like, I couldn't remember if that was the same thing of like hypnosis. Because, you know, it would be like hypnotized, like, oh, stand up, sit down, do all of these different things. Like when people be like hypnotized for like shows in Vegas and shit. So just like, oh, is that like the same thing? Or I didn't know if it was like a different term.
I thought there was like levels of like hypnosis because I think most of it is just really to seek clarity one way or another.
Yeah. So, but I do remember, I remember that like, because it was a whole series on YouTube. And I do remember that like that is something I would definitely do. Like, because I do not believe that you just like die and that's it. I feel like your energy and shit like carries on. I don't know. I don't think it just like goes away. Mainly because, you know, I believe in supernatural shit. So I'm like, it goes somewhere. Something is happening. It's lingering somewhere.
I don't think your soul just sits. But I also don't know if like in a previous life I was like an animal or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I don't know, like a dog or something. No, I think you kind of go with like-minded stuff. So we've talked about it before, just like in a previous life. Like I feel like you're soulmates with people in a previous life. What were we?
Right.
Like
exactly.
So I want to know like those things. Like, humans. Is this theory true? Were we really married in a different life? Like, is this accurate? Or are we just like making this shit up? Probably just making this shit up, but it seems plausible.
Right. Like, I mean,
so plausible. So it's like I would like to do those things just to see, okay, who were you in a former life?
Right.
Or like where did I get my shit from? And I feel like it's probably a way this is probably gonna go into a rabbit hole and people gonna be like, yeah, she gardens too much. But you know how I feel like my rationalization for believing that this is true in past lives is like when people get transplants. And I have seen it firsthand. When people get transplants, you sometimes pick up other habits and things of the person that you got your organ from. So like some people develop different food cravings. And like my godfather Bob, like remember he got a kidney transplant. And pre-kidney Bob and post-kidney Bob, totally different. Like very much the same, but like little things were just different. Like things that he would eat. It's just like, that's weird. Or like he'd just be like,
we're supposed to eat based off of our makeup.
No, but I'm talking about like never ate pork. Never. But he's gonna go get a sausage, egg, and cheese, I think like an English muffin from McDonald's and has to have it. And we like, Bob, but that's pork. He ain't give a shit. And he swear by it. And I'm like, but I never seen you eat that before. Or even just like his personality. Like he was a lot more spicy post kidney. And we all were like, that new kidney. Like I'm telling you, Bob will roll his eyes right at you, like, whatever. And we're like, what? Like, what happened? Like, clear as day. So I definitely believe that if I hadn't witnessed it firsthand, like very like small personality changes or just like habit changes post transplant, I would not believe that it's true. But I feel like it has to be true because if that can happen, you could have been somebody else's personality. If I can now take your personality because I have your kidney, you got personality in your kidney? No. But in my mind, if that can happen now, you can pass some of your traits on to another person.
Or the logical person. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but a logical person would combat that by just saying sometimes when you experience traumatic or near-death experiences or whatever, when you become healthy again, you have like this new lease on life where you just don't give a fuck.
Maybe.
Is that possible?
Maybe it could be possible, but also like you'll never really know because I don't think that you like they tell you who your organ is getting donated to. Because you know, Cherie, when he received his kidney donation, she donated her kidney. So I wonder if somebody is running around with bits of her personality, and if that person is running around with her personality, God help them, because I know that they probably were the most meek, mild-mannered person and went from just setting shit off. I know they just did a whole 180 on their family and was just like, actually, fuck you.
The family was probably like, who the fuck is this?
I'm like, somebody has her personality running around.
Maybe.
Like if Bob got different eating habits, there's something, or they became a cigarette smoker.
Maybe.
I am just very curious we need to find that person.
You never will.
Don't say never. Don't say never.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So funny because
fate, I might run into them one day and be like, wait a minute. I know somebody who cursed just like that.
Yeah.
Because you know, like people who curse real good. My godmother cursed real good.
Like Tia Kemp cursed real good?
Like real good. I'd be like, God help them. And once we get started, it's just like everybody just back the fuck up. Because there's nothing that's coming from this but destruction. Just let her get it off. Just let her get it off. Because if she don't, and let her get every word out. Because if she don't, she's gonna keep talking about it until it's done.
That damn Yanti, I love the way she cuss. She cuss so good. People from Florida in general, specifically Miami, the Miami-Dade County bitches, they cuss so good.
Too good.
Oh my God, too good. But you know, you made me think about something. Like, okay, I was watching this YouTube thing. And this girl, I don't know if you ever heard of her, but her name is Dama Wilson. At one point, she was like a masculine presenting lesbian. And then she became like feminine. And she like had a baby. Anyway.
The name sounds familiar. Familiar.
So she decided to have a baby and she did it via sperm donation, IVF and all that stuff. And so she has this child now who's like 7 or something, I don't know. But she got on YouTube and she was talking about how like obviously she doesn't know who her sperm donor is, but she did sign up for like when her son is 18, he can request all of the documents and the files and everything about his father. And it's like the idea, like I do understand the idea of like having a sperm donor because hey, if you're a single woman or whatever and you want to have a child and you want to be a single parent, fine. Or for some people whose husbands can't, they shoot blanks. I don't know the proper term, but yeah, I get it. But I think it's so odd because your DNA and your makeup is so many things that are unexplainable about you as a person that only make sense because you physically came from somebody.
Yeah, this
So
is true.
I'm like, it's like little think about it, little things that you do. Your mom just told me something the other day that you do that is just like that man did that.
Whatever.
Like the way you swirl the freaking Carmex in the tube or the Blistex in the tube
Oh, maybe.
in a little pot. Yeah, that's what she told me. And it's
Oh,
like
because
because
I'm very neat about things. Like I don't like when people dig in chapstick. I know exactly what
yeah,
you. I
yeah.
can't take it. Like it has to be neat. The way I eat ice
I
cream,
don't even
like
know
my
why
little
we
Ben
were
and
talking
Jerry's
about that, but
containers, I scoop it in a neat circle. It has to stay level.
yeah. Like even something as little as that, like, or even when I look at Celine, like even little things that she does, I'm like, oh my God, your dad does the exact same thing the exact same way. Like these are things that are innately in you. And these are small things. So think about the big things that are innately in you that you may not understand why you're that way because you don't know, that other 50% of you or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and I think that it's especially like with me because my father is deceased. It's like I feel that on like that's very like a familiar thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the positive side of it is my mom has always been so open about my dad and his
Mm-hmm.
personality because she was the closest person to him. So a lot of things like she can clock like the way that I
Mm-hmm.
do my chapstick, even the way I organize my money.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody
See,
taught me
stuff
this.
like
I
that.
just do
Yeah.
it this way. And it's like I can't function if it's not right. So it's just like even those things, like she's always been so like vocal about it.
Intuitive about.
Yeah. So she's just like, oh my God, you do that just like your dad. Oh my God, you do this. So she's always like told me those things. So I don't feel like I guess I don't feel like the same as like people who don't know their parent at all. I feel like little
Right.
things like I know certain aspects about him as a person or his traits or his habits. It's like
Exactly. And that's a
I can
blessing
visualize it.
because I even think, okay, forget the sperm donor thing too, right? But even me, like, yes, obviously I know who my father is, but like my childhood and life, I didn't grow up having a relationship with him and I didn't know him like that. Now, me and his mom were very, very close. So I had a very, like, a really good and deep, like, relationship with her, but it was also like not directly with him. It was kind of like I never in my mind put them together. It's like, this is my
Mhm.
grandmother, but like I never compute like why this is my grandmother. It's kind of like he just didn't exist for a long period of my like adolescence. So even like as an adult, when certain things just don't make sense, I just be like, okay, in this way, I know I am like my mom. Like even how like I look a lot like my mom, but like I also look like that nigga a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very weird. It's very odd. And then even like different mannerisms and stuff. Like my mom, she'll be like, you act just like Vicky. That's my grandmother. And I'm like, I do, but like, how? Like, does he act like this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very weird thing.
Yeah.
I don't
I think
know.
some things are just biology, like it's just unexplainable. You just
Mm-hmm.
naturally do it. And I think other times it's like it's just things that we instinctually pick up that we don't know.
So I'm
Like
like, if I
even
feel that way, like, how would somebody who literally knows they're a baby of a sperm donor, like, wouldn't you like you had the luxury of your mom being like, okay, yes, your father, blah 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 blah, because like she knew him through and through and was able to give you that. But imagine if like that wasn't the case and you had certain feelings or thoughts, and it was just like, my mama don't even know who that nigga is to even be able to answer anything for me.
yeah, and I think outside of just actual like sperm donation, a lot of people have that story of not knowing anything about their parent. Not even just from a circumstance of like their parent not knowing, but their parent not even talking about it because whatever happened in their relationship or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, just like I don't speak about that person.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like a mythical thing. And I feel like it definitely rolls into like a lot of people end up having identity crisis because it's just like I don't know who I am. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
if my mom wasn't the way that she was, and even like sometimes like I think about it, like one of the most painful experiences in your life, you have to kind of like relive this person. It's not like you put it to bed completely and I just don't, I put it in a neat box, don't talk about it. But I mean, I exist. So it's kind of an everyday reminder.
Yeah.
But also it wasn't like, I never felt like she held back emotionally, even if, and I never like thought about, does that make her sad sometimes? Or does that make her like happy to be like, this person lives on and you can see it like representation in your face. So like, I never really.
I could see it being both, really. But I feel like she probably used it in a more positive, productive way, even like how she decided to raise you and like, I know this
so
is
it's
what
like
you wanted sort of thing.
Right. So like even those things, and she's been candid about that before, like even with me going to private school, that was something that they discussed as parents and she continued that. So it's like, I did go to private school, kind of like it wasn't all in vain. Like everything that we wanted to happen is still happening, so. But yeah, I think like if she wasn't that way, I definitely probably would have fell into an identity crisis because it's just like you have so much of you that you don't know who they are. I don't have a relationship with his family. And it's kind of like, well, how would I ever figure that out?
Yeah. And I think that's probably the same for me too, because obviously I'm way, way, way closer to my mom's side and my mom's family and all that. But I do think the relationship that I have with my grandmother definitely helped me growing up with identity and just like things that's like, okay, my mom is not like this at all. Like, is it normal that I'm like this? Like, just different personality things. Like, my mom is very feminine and girly, but all like the glitz, the glam, the makeup, the pritziness, the all that, like, my mom is not like that. She's very much so a classic 90s girl, had her wrap and her nails done and lip gloss, and she was good. My mom don't even know how to, she just now learned how to do a makeup because I'm the one who's like, Mom, this is how you do lip liner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, never used to get her eyebrows done, all those things. But like innately in me as a child, I was very much like this. And when I look at my grandmother, I'm like, I got it from her. So it's like, I don't know. It's a very interesting thing. The way your personality, not just your personality, but your makeup from your lineage.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the things like it's very important. And even in that situation with the whole sperm donor thing, I wouldn't feel like 18. Like I just feel like at 18, there's so much about you that you kind of just don't, like you're still learning as like an adult. Like now I gotta learn how to be an adult. Well, I would kind of want them to know those things and get those questions out and be honest about it up front. Not just like, oh, when you're 18, if you decide, like kind of just like put that in the forefront. Like this is a natural thing of conversation. This is how you came to be.
Yeah. Like
rather than kind of like waiting for them to ask for it, just kind of giving it to them. Mainly because I feel like from my experience, it was a lot better because I don't even know how I would know to ask.
Right. Like,
but it's like, it's a curiosity. It's like you wonder it, but how do I formulate this into words of what I'm trying to do?
And I think even with that, I think some people might have issues because it's like, okay, I also don't want my mom to feel like she wasn't enough.
I could see that too. But I think that comes with the point of like, you can't be selfish in that. And that's a selfish feeling. You're making it about you when it's not. It's like another human being wants to know where they come from. So it's just like, I feel like to deny them that, or to feel like, to even take that as any other way, as a slight against you, it's not. It's a natural human thing to want to know who you are and where you come from. So
yeah,
you can't feel like, oh, I'm not enough for you, or I don't feel like that's the proper thing. It's like, I feel like maybe it will be a natural emotion, but it's a selfish one. You got to kind of move past that to give the other person what they are looking for and either the answers or closure, whatever it is that they need from knowing who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that took a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, so that was a little loop-de-loop.
We went from talking about J-Lo couldn't sing to identity crisis. The mental status. I don't know. Sometimes it be making sense to me. The flow. I'd be like, that was logical. I see how we got there. But anyway, I think that was great. Anywho, that's all I got. I have nothing else.
Sending the people something home to think about.
Yes. Think about yourself and the things that you do and where do you get those things from? And also, like, would you want to be hypnotized? Do you want to know? You want to know the past or you want to know the future? Which one you want to know?
I feel like at the end of the day, the reason why I say I'm afraid is because I know when I really dig deep into certain shit, it's going to like impact me in a way that I can't come back from. That's also how I feel about therapy. Like I've gone to therapy before, but like I feel like there's gonna become a point in my life where I'm like, okay, I have to go sit on the lady's couch. But it's like I'm not ready to uncover certain things because I've already uncovered enough on my own that I'm still rumbling with. You know what I mean? So I feel like when I go sit on that lady couch, it just might be too much. And I need to be in the proper, like, you know, to do that. And I feel the same way about hypnosis. Yeah.
You got to be on the proper like receiving end in
Yeah.
order for it to really be impactful and not just like make you mad.
Right.
So
yeah.
Yes. But one day you will sit on that lady's couch and you'll be ready and it'll be
yeah.
And then we can get hypnotized together.
Oh my God. Low-key probably would be fun. I mean, I would definitely record it. I'm not saying I would share it with y'all niggas, but
a recording, yes. I need to see what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna look into it. Anyway, that was episode 82. We will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yeah.